ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Welcome to the AC Show, the coolest show on YouTube. I am Aaron, aka the Handy Uncle Nerd, and you can see to my left and to my right that Chris is not here right now. Chris is running behind, so I figured since we're already 10 minutes late, I would go ahead and jump on in the show and wait for him. Yes, 10 minutes late and still early. I was waiting for Chris to get finished up with some stuff he's doing, but 10 minutes in and he's still not ready yet. So I'm going to go ahead and start the show. So, hi, One Raz, Eddie, how are you guys doing? Device is not connected. Okay, well, I'll pop them up anyway. Ah, there you are.
What's up?
Can you hear me good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, oh yeah. Just wanted to make sure because, didn't have anybody to test whether my mic was still working or not. I'm not on dial-up.
Sometimes it seems like it though.
Because I've also got my AC running, so I'm not dying from the heat. Because my wife turned it off earlier and didn't turn it back on, and so it was a little roasty toasty. Also, she's probably watching stuff right now on Netflix or whatever, so that's definitely gonna like my internet speed right there. But all right, well, welcome to the AC Show, everybody.
What's
that?
What counts as roasty toasty in Missouri? What counts as roasty toasty in Missouri? Like 75 degrees?
Well, no, it's just the fact that my office, she shut the air off in it, and there's no air moving around, so it made it hot in here. And whenever I'm sitting here in front of the camera with no air going,
I'm just saying, like,
kind of oh no, I know it's crap there.
I'm saying
Who looks 10 years older?
It's been like 115 degrees here the last like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. But so yeah, so I don't plan on us being an entire hour tonight. I got to get up early. I'm going catfishing in the morning, and not the kind of catfishing that they do the show Catfish for.
I was gonna make a joke about it, but you knew it was coming. If you're talking about me looking older, it's because I am 90 years old. That's what it is. You look 10 years older tonight. 90. Yeah, I do look 90. It's because I just finished my first. I am older. I'm at least 97 years old. I learned something about myself. I learned that so I was a missionary for my church in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So I speak Brazilian Portuguese. And one thing that I learned is that on a bus in Brazil, if I was across the way from somebody, 30 feet away, I could just watch their lips moving and I could understand every single word that they said. They could whisper to me and I'd be able to understand them. But if I can't see their mouth at all, forget it. Can't understand them. And that has transferred to English as well. So
yeah,
as a teacher, I feel like I'm 97 years old because all of our students have to wear masks in class. And so I can't see their faces while they're talking to me. So a kid will ask me a question and I'm like, what? I'd ask
What?
Kenny
What
his
did you say?
name
You're a
like 5 times
whippersnapper?
today. Me? Huh? What? What? Oh, well, there, Sonny, I can't hear you. Huh? So
So
sometimes I do go up in
he
90.
was saying 90 degrees in Missouri is hot because you get all the humidity, which is true. Um, I got a friend who lives in Washington State, the eastern part of it, and there's not so much humidity out there. Came back out here for a couple of weeks to visit family, and it was like, I forgot about all the humidity. I was
Well,
like, yep, that's Missouri.
Arizona monsoon season, we get some humidity. It does happen. I know a lot of people don't think so. Like they think, Arizona, it's a dry heat though. It's wussy heat. I'm like, all right, listen, 118 degrees outside.
It's 118 degrees.
118 degrees, 118 degrees. And it dries up everything. There's all the plants, everything get all dried out. And then you get this big moisture buildup in the air where it hits monsoon or whatever. So it rains really hard. And then the next day it's 118 degrees and all that humidity is just up in the air. So yes, it gets plenty humid in Arizona, especially and then even if it's not humid, 118 degrees is 118 degrees, man. It's oof. But I learned today that anything below 100 is pretty all right. Like, it's a great day if it's below 100. This morning I was walking around and it was like 97, and I was like, I can handle this. This is not a big deal. And then, like, an hour later, it was 105, and I was like,
yeah, I understand that. Yes, Eddie. Sometime I will come down to Texas and see how the humidity and all that sucks down there for it. Which I would like to. I would like to go down to Texas. Not been in Texas. I've been to Florida, not Texas. So, and yes, I know catfishing is at night, bass fishing in the morning. I'm going catfishing before the sun comes up, so I'm not going to be getting a lot of sleep. So.
I think my comments got paused on StreamYard because I haven't seen any new comments for a few minutes now.
Yeah, Eddie's. There was one. He had
there it goes.
Yeah, I put a comment in there, and it said it was held for review. It's like, it's Eddie. I don't care what it. Yeah, because I mean, it's not like you sitting there using a bunch of profanity. There's one word that's not really bad, but so I actually added Eddie as a moderator, which I thought I had him as a moderator, but I can't ever see that on StreamYard.
Yeah, that's one thing, and it's just part of StreamYard's integration with YouTube. I can't imagine. I imagine it's probably pretty tough.
Yeah, Jacksonville. It was humid down Jacksonville. Oof. But let's see. Got. So I think I've talked about this before. I wasn't 100% sure, so I figured I'd pop it up. It kind of leads into another thing. So I don't know if have I did we talk about the Star Wars tikis?
I've not seen those, and I think those are amazing.
So this one guy created them, and I've just loved them from the beginning. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. You couldn't find them anywhere because you couldn't purchase them because they were made out of foam. Like, there was a 3D model of them. Load. It's gonna go slow. It's gonna go stupid slow. Oh, let's see. No, it's not gonna do anything. So yeah, there's these tikis there, and you couldn't get them anywhere. So someone took it to themselves and designed 2 so far. Last I checked, there's 2 that were done. So the Chewbacca tiki. Let this load forever.
I feel like if you took the word tiki and the word Chewbacca and mixed them together, you would still get Chewbacca. Chewbacca?
Chewbacca. So yeah, Chewbacca tiki. And then if I go to his actual page.
Speaking of Star Wars, you just made Eddie a moderator, so now he's like, unlimited power!
Phenomenal cosmic power!
Now that's Aladdin. We're talking about Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, I know. And then here is the Vader one.
Ooh, I like the Vader one.
It's got him flat on the back. So I mean, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so there's the Vader one as well. I need to print. I need to print these so I can hang them up.
I'd like to see how they look. Those foam ones look pretty sick. I don't know. These ones that he modeled don't look quite the same.
No, they're not quite the same, but this we don't have the actual file for the original ones. So this guy was just making them himself. So I thought that was pretty awesome that he was doing that and sharing it.
They look sick.
Yes. Are they as cool as that one? No, but it's still pretty cool. And if someone wanted to go and try and model them themselves, they could. I know if Welbot could take a crack at it and knock them out in like 5 seconds.
That Boba Fett one is pretty slick, man.
I know it.
That's probably my favorite one, is the Boba Fett one.
Yeah. I'd say it's probably mine, and it's not able to be printed, so I'm kind of sad. But I wanna get all 4 of them and get them up on my wall. Go ahead.
What? No, you go ahead.
I'm started working on filling holes in from the previous owners and getting it prepped and ready for painting in the office, bit by bit. What's up, B. Ryan?
Hey, Brain. The elliptical torture device. You should. Have you seen? I'm pretty sure I saw a video where somebody made a generator out of an elliptical, and then they had to be actually exercising in order for it to power like their TV for them to play video games or something like that. Have you seen that?
That's funny. I think I've seen that, but that is hilarious.
That's what Brian needs to keep the stream alive. Must.
All right. So I know I talked about this, and I know you said you've not seen it before. I don't know if you checked it out yet.
Oh, I did not watch the video.
Oh, come on.
Hey, Brain. What are we gonna do today, Brain?
So, show of hands, who knows who Benjamin Heckador is? Brian, shame on you.
Same thing we do every day, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
So Ben Heck did the Ben Heck Show, which was with Element 14. He's no longer with them, but he does Ben Heck Hacks now. And he created, as he went through on everything, he actually did a 3D scan of himself. Let's get the scan. Let's get that scan in there. No, I don't want ad.
I have YouTube Premium. I don't get ads, man.
Yeah, I don't. I'm cheap.
I was really cheap for a long time, and then I realized that like 90% of what I watch is on YouTube. Plus I get all the cool like YouTube series, like Cobra Kai,
Yeah.
the Karate Kid series that takes place like in the future. Sick, dude.
Yes. All right. So here you go. Here is the first. It's Mark 1.
There's no audio, by the way.
I wasn't sure. He kind of sounds like Bane right now with it up. So default position is to be open. So he's got buttons. So I'll open. So he can drink his beer. He wanted it to go all the way down. So he actually did a Mark II for it, where it will just pop up.
That's pretty slick.
But that is his mask.
You know,
that old picture of him. And here's his Mark II.
that's pretty slick. I wouldn't mind a mask like that, to be honest.
Sewing himself.
Still no audio, by the way.
I know, which is hilarious because he's actually referencing Star Wars. He goes, he reminds me of the guy in Star Wars who goes, whoa, 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 whoa. But
His Mark II doesn't look as cool as his Mark I did.
no, it doesn't. But I'm pretty sure it's a lot lighter on those ears, which because it was pushing down on his ears was one of the problems with that first one. And it's also not going to slam into his nose either. So, but yeah, so there's a couple of different things on there. I would fix the sound, but StreamYard, for whatever reason, when I'm on the Mac, I cannot share the audio.
I wonder if that's an updated thing. I think that's an updated thing with StreamYard is that you can't play audio from your computer, because I've tried it a couple times, and every time I've done it, you've told me that the audio hasn't worked, and I'm on a PC.
And whenever I've done it on my laptop, it's worked. So,
well, when's the last time you used your laptop though? Because it hasn't worked for me for a couple weeks now.
When this was down, when I had to fix my Mac, the hard drive went out. So other than that, I have no idea. Nope. I just want you to be removed. There we go. So yeah, I have no idea, but it's not done that for me on the Mac at all. Like I could not share it. So
it's Apple, I tell you.
But I will actually put in the link to the second one into the description.
Did you get that? Did you get that thing I sent you today?
Yes.
28 years ago. Can you believe that?
That is crazy.
Were you a Nickelodeon kid or a Disney kid? Or were you a both kid?
It was more Nickelodeon.
I was definitely a Nickelodeon kid. Those of you in the chat that are anywhere near Aaron and I's age, because I know even though I look 10 years older, you guys are a bunch of old guys. You always tell us. But when I was a kid, I used to watch Nickelodeon all the time, and one of my favorite things was Nick at Night, when they used to have the shows that were a little bit older, and they had a show called Are You Afraid of the Dark? What else did they have on Nick at Night? Do you remember? Did you ever watch that?
Did, but it's been like forever.
So I remember they had All That. That was a good show.
Yeah, that was okay, but it wasn't all that.
Oh, with the pun.
I'm also linking in the Tiki.
You're gonna put a link down in the description?
Yep.
Sweet.
So it says from this episode, and you guys will have the stuff from it. So I'm just adding that in right now, just so I don't forget.
I need to go back in and retroactively add a bunch of stuff. Eddie, how old's Eddie? Do you know?
Yes. I'm not telling you.
Is he about our age, or is he like?
He's just a little older than me. He's a little older. Not much older.
I mean, it's not as inappropriate to ask Eddie how old he is as it is to ask a woman how old she is, but I'm just curious, Eddie, how close you are in age to us. Because I'm 32. I'm 36, yeah.
Yeah.
My sister's
33. I'm 33, so I knew he wasn't that much older than me. So if it was 3 or 4.
So he would have probably been in the same group that could have watched Are You Afraid of the Dark, but he didn't have cable, he said.
I didn't have cable either, so I mean, I watched what we watched now and again. So
I'm trying to think.
But
like,
I had friends that had cable, so I was able to watch stuff over there whenever I was over there.
What's the difference? I don't understand Brian's question. What I'm saying, Brian, is that Nickelodeon, I mean, it was generally meant for kids. So if you were over a certain age during that time period, then you probably didn't watch, Nickelodeon.
Well, Brian is what, 53? If I remember right. So, yeah.
I was like, if you're gonna guess, aim low.
No, I believe he is 53. Okay, so there's a couple of things. I need to. Oh, there we go.
He says yes. So.
Yep.
But if you watched it, Brian, if you watched Nickelodeon at that time period, there was a bunch of shows on that time period that were garbage on both networks, but there was a couple of good ones. Yeah.
All right. So you guys have probably heard of the Pico hybrid, right, Chris?
Nope.
Oh, come on, dude! I sent this thing to you just the other day.
I know you sent it to me, but that was the first I'd ever heard of it. Is what I'm saying.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? No, it's not.
Chris Russell's talked about it on our show before. Yeah, he's got a little Pico hybrid. Anyway, they are
I do.
based in Missouri. They are based in Kansas City, and they are releasing the Kickstarter soon for it. And not next week, but the week after. So the 4th of September, we will have AJ, Josh, and Paul all together here for the AC show to talk about their Kickstarter and the Pico Hybrid. So if you guys have any questions for them, join us then for that. And so I'm super excited. I was expecting to get like one, maybe two of them, but we get those three in it. So, and they all have their specialty that they can answer certain questions a lot better than the other person. So there we go. So you've got something to look forward to in 2 weeks for the show. So I was actually working on getting this set up this week, and I had two options. I had for tonight or the 4th. So, and I wanted to be able to promote it for them, that they're coming on the show, and help promote their Kickstarter that's coming up. So the next 2 weeks, I will be promoting this for them, and that they will be on the show. So I'm super excited. I was actually going to go up there and visit the place this year, but we all see how that went. Yeah.
I got, let me see here. I got something I want to share. I gotta just.
All right, and I've got one.
I saw this today and I thought it was amazing, and so.
Okay, this one other thing.
You do whatever you want to do. I'm just letting you know I saw this thing today and I wanted to share it too.
Let that sink in.
Wham bam. Okay. Did you see this? They used a DLP printer to print in ceramics a new hot end.
I was gonna say that looked like a ceramic.
It is. It's a 100% ceramic hot end. It's got ceramic threads. It's got a ceramic heating block. It's got ceramic nozzle. It's all ceramic.
Don't drop that sucker.
They made on their DLP printer. So they made their own hot end out of a ceramic DLP printer.
So you signed up for the info on the Pico Brian? Awesome.
I thought this was the coolest thing. Like that is even possible.
Crazy.
That this is even possible just like blows my mind.
Well, the cool thing is they use a 3D printer to 3D print a 3D printer.
They use a 3D printer to 3D print something that you would never expect could even be 3D printed.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, and I imagine maybe they don't use a glass bed. I don't know. I want to see it work though. Like, let's think of the positives here. This is amazing. Whether it works or not, I think it's really cool.
It is pretty cool. I'll definitely like to see it in action. That's for sure.
Yeah, I want to see it printing and see what's going on. I want to talk to this guy and have him come on the show sometime, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Because I want to see how this thing works, like for real. That's really cool.
100%. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So we've got, in 2 weeks, some pretty cool people coming on to do an interview, and it may be an hour and a half to 2 hours long, being that there's 3 guests on the show. So
Where are they from?
Get your cup of coffee and sit down and enjoy the time, or your tea. They are based up in Kansas City.
Kansas City. I need to get a Diet Dr. Pepper, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, you're also 2 hours behind, so.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter. I'm 97 years old, man. The sun's down. It's past my bedtime. I need a diaper change. I need to get my nap today.
Oh man, I bet your wife loves that.
Where's my walker? I actually have a YouTube video that I'm going to film soon. My dad had to use a walker for quite a while, and they didn't have the money to replace their walker one time when it went out. There was like little things that they needed fixing, and then the only place they could get a walker, because we live out in the middle of nowhere, the only place they could get like replacement parts or whatever is on Amazon, and it was going to take, even with Prime shipping, it would take 2 days to get here. And my dad needed his walker for literally everything. Like to go to the bathroom, he needed to use a walker, right? So I 3D printed a bunch of modifications to my dad's walker. And so I want to do a video on all the different 3D printed modifications I did to my dad's walker.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So
he got a new walker, and then he get off my lawn. Yeah. He got a new walker, and he gave me his old walker because I had done all the 3D printing stuff to it because I wanted to make a video. So I just like hung it up in my garden shed.
Nice.
And it's just sitting there waiting for me to make a video about. So
that is pretty cool.
Kids, pull your pants up.
Oh man. So, but yes, so that's what's coming up and what all I've got actually set for the show tonight. So because I've got to get up early and not get much sleep, we are going to wrap this show up. 30 minutes, well, 33 minutes is pretty much what it's going to be, which is our shortest show yet.
We've had some long ones too.
Yes.
We've had some long ones.
That's what she said.
Michael Scott, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Scott.
All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight for our short episode. Greatly appreciate you guys popping in. Eddie, always a pleasure having you in. Now you're a moderator, so you can say whatever you want. And I know you're an awesome guy that you're not gonna just go blow it up with inappropriate stuff, because you know how we are. And Brian, thank you so much for popping on while you're, getting your workout in. And One Raz, greatly appreciate it. Glad to have you there. And we will catch you all next week on this lovely man's channel for episode 44. My brain is not there. 44. Episode
I can't
44.
wait until daylight savings time kicks in so I can get a little extra sleep, Waking me up during my nap. Catch you guys on the flippity flip.
All right, guys. So till then, happy making. Take care, and we'll catch you later.